This meeting is being live streamed.
Says we're live.
Yep.
No, but hold on, let me make sure. Yep, we are. We're live.
Nice.
This is a heads up. Anyone who does not have their camera on, there's like some weird setting to where it doesn't show up live. So if you want your picture to come out on the live, you got to turn your camera on, just so you know. And I know for those who the camera's not working, you can't. But just a heads up. That's why it doesn't show sometimes. But hi, everybody. We are live.
Hi.
We are so prepared to celebrate. Do we have like the after book release hangover, ladies?
Today.
I'm like wondering if that's what's happening here. Well, welcome to our author celebration for Unleash Her. My name is Hannah Olivas, and I am here with several of the authors of this book. There are 30 in total. If all 30 show up today, this will be a monumental moment in She Rises history. So for those of you that have your phone sitting next to you, text your fellow author and tell them, join. So the book released October 25th. We are in closing out of week 1 of the book release, going into week 2. And we have hit 5 countries, bestseller in 5 countries and 28 categories in less than 2 weeks of the book coming out. And we are still in ebook version. So that's pretty exciting. Congratulations to all of you. Does anybody want to, like, I don't know, get up and do the neutron dance? Anybody in there? I would, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna spare our audience. I have the copy of the paperback version. It's gorgeous. I received mine yesterday. I haven't been able to stop staring at it. So it's beautiful. So congratulations to all of you. Let's play Pass the Torch. And Adriana, I'm going to pass it to you.
All right. So let's see. Man, it's been a journey. This book is awesome. It's very different because it's not part of the book series. So in that sense, like for us, for the She Rises Studios team, it's been treated a little differently in certain ways. And it's been like, I don't have kids, but I feel like I know what it feels like to be a mom, if that makes sense. So it's been a journey. There's like those times where it's amazingly beautiful, but very tiring and stressful. And that's what I can imagine having a kid can be, but you're just always proud and love every moment of it. So when I get to see the book like that, I know it's not in my hands yet, but like just seeing it on the other side is awesome. It feels good. It's a beautiful book inside and out, appearance wise, and what's in it. You ladies were amazing, are amazing, and I'm just really proud of everybody for what they wrote, for what they were able to share, how they executed their words, the way that the collaboration side of this book has been different too compared to some of the other books that came out. You ladies were on it collaboration wise. You just, oh my god, I'm just proud of all of you. I always, having all the questions, all the right questions, having all the team spirit, being there and catching each other when one had questions and someone else had answers. You ladies were truly a team, and it really showed. So I just proud in all that way. But yeah, that's what I have for right now. I'm gonna pass it over to, let's see, how about Alisa?
What are we saying? Sorry, I got in later, so I missed what we're supposed to say.
We're just kind of just talking about, just in general, just celebrating the moment and what made us proud and happy. And there's no particular thing that you need to
Okay.
say or don't need to say.
All right, all right. It has been amazing. Just to see, like, I remember reading my chapter like the first time for the first time, like actually not on my computer, and I started crying because I realized, oh my gosh, this is out there. And it was good. And then I started reading all the other chapters, and I was like, holy shit. Oh, sorry. I was like, these women are amazing. And I already knew from all the meetings that we had before, but I was like, oh, this book is awesome. So it's just been amazing to meet all the women and just to know and see how, like, we're all so connected. It's been such a great journey. And I still can't believe I'm like, now I can officially say I'm a best-selling author. I felt it. I knew it like a few months ago before I met Hannah. God told me that. And I was like, me? English is my second language. I don't even know how to write it or like speak it properly. Me writing a book and being a best-selling author, I was like, are you crazy? But I went with it, and it all started with like just being on a spread on the Unstoppable Women magazine, and now here. So I'm excited for what's coming up next.
Woohoo! I can make noise. If you want funny captions, look at Nicole Curtis. If you want noisemakers, I could be the noisemaker. Because I watched her caption when Elisa said what she said. I immediately looked up. We have a great group of women, lots of humor, lots of smiles, lots of love, lots of everything. So who's next?
How about Keitha? I love her hat.
Y'all know I'm here for the party.
Woo!
I brought the spark. What was it? The popper to our first one, and I looked all around the house and I couldn't find any, so I found the hat. That was the closest thing I could do to a party hat, but I thought it was celebration worthy. So anyway, so much fun. This week has been just a blast. And just like the others have said so far, just getting to know this group of ladies and being able to collaborate with them and just gain, wisdom from them and strength from them and confidence. I think that we're all finding a way to that we've shared our story, and then we're scared to death because we've written it. And here we are now, like bonding together going, we did this and we're still doing it. Like, and we didn't die, like we're posting about it every day and we're still breathing. Like, we just might have held our breath for a little bit. So super excited to be here. And thank you for everybody who's jumping on to support us and has bought the book.
Yes, thank you. It goes to that meme, but did you die? No, but I wrote a book. I wrote a book. Let's hear from Melanie.
I got in, yay.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's been pretty surreal, and I'm really honored to go through and read you guys' stories, and just to have a chance to be in the book with everybody. And I've had a couple chances to collaborate. I had to kind of back out of one because of some stuff this week, but we're going to rebook, so it's exciting to get to know people and just very surreal. So I'm excited about the opportunity for sure.
Well, we're excited to have you. What about you, Andra?
Hi, everyone. I have my books too. So I was like flabbergasted when that came. I read so many books, and I can't even tell you the feeling I had when I opened this book and I was in it, and then to be a part of something that's so much bigger than us, and to meet all the amazing women that I met through this is life-changing for me, just to be a part of this community. And I think that even though we're from different parts of the world, there's so many similarities across the line. Like when I read these stories, I physically and emotionally connected to all of them. Like I felt like I was there and I knew exactly where they were coming from. And I am so excited that other people are going to be able to read this and feel that too, because I don't think any woman could really read this book and not feel changed and know, know that she can really achieve anything she wants. So thank you. I'm so grateful to be a part of all of you.
Well, thank you. I have to call on CJ because she's like gonna burst through the screen.
Oh, you can't tell I'm a little excited.
Nah, not at all.
Okay. First, I just want to say thank you so much to She Rises Studios for making this possible and making little old me, a hometown farm girl, come from nothing to actually be able to feel like I can accomplish anything in this world. So thank you guys so much for this opportunity. And, a lot of people say when you meet people, you become a community, you become a family. But honestly, when I first started this journey, I thought I'll just write this book, I'll meet these people, I'll do the interviews, whatever, and that'll be the end of it. No, this is really home. You guys are now my home. You're my family. And I feel like I connect on a different level with each and every single one of you. But it's like, as a little girl, I was raised, women are your competition. You're not really good friends with women. And I don't feel that here. I feel like it's a collaboration. Everybody's celebrating and everybody's willing to tell you to stretch a little bit. And that's so powerful for me to just be part of that, because I grew up with 3 brothers. I have no sisters. So now I have 29 sisters for the rest of my life.
So cool.
I don't know how you do that when you do the little, but yeah, right here.
Thank you.
You're not going nowhere.
Nope. I'm here to stay. You're stuck with me.
Just
Good.
who are you going to pass the torch to, CJ?
Let's go to, you can see my screen. Let's go to Megan.
Woohoo!
Hi, everyone. That's really hard to follow up, CJ. I completely agree. Can I just say ditto to all of that? No, I just it's been such a beautiful ride so far. And I feel like it's just beginning, it's like when we first started this journey together, we didn't really know each other. And now it just started, but I feel like we already do know each other, it's like, I feel like really connected to all of you as well. And I feel like it's going to hit me even more when I do get the physical copy. I don't have that yet. But it's just been such a beautiful journey and has opened so many doors for all of us. And I feel like we're just going to change the world with this book. And I'm just so honored to be a part of it. And same with my child self, my inner child is just screaming with happiness because this is a dream come true. And I've always wanted to be an author. So I am so grateful for this and for all of you and to be a part of this forever with all of you.
Woo, 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 woo.
I see Keitha has a question.
Yeah, hold on. Can you hear me? Oh, so I don't really have a question, but since we're all in the celebration mood and kind of having fun tonight, I wanted to tell Megan. So as we've all started to get to know each other, we did a podcast together. They had several of the authors come on and we did a round robin. And Megan told us about this cold shower technique. Megan, it's a no-go. Okay? I tried it 2 times.
What? You can do it. Keep doing it. It will change your life. I promise.
I know that's what you keep telling me. It's going to change my life. It did. It changed my life. It changed my mood. It changed my life. So anyway, I tried it twice. So anyway, I just thought it was funny when you said how we're getting to know each other. I'm like, we really are.
Third time's the charm, Keitha. Third time's the charm.
I'll report back.
Yes, please do.
I want to know, did any of the rest of you try it? Because I bet you didn't, because
Yes,
it's too cold.
I have.
Did
I
you
lasted
really?
a minute.
Very good.
I lasted a minute.
Wow, good job.
Good
Hey,
job.
I missed it. I didn't hear about it. What is it?
It just is another way to help you get out of survival state survival mode, like fight, flight, or freeze. And there's a lot of research too. It does a lot of other things like weight loss but it's a really good way to build your nervous system and make yourself feel stronger. So it's really helped me overcome a lot of fears just because it's built a lot in my nervous system.
Yeah, what do you gotta do?
So you have to take a cold
Yeah.
shower for how many
At
minutes?
the end of your shower, just like
Oh.
let the cold water wash over your body, and you just start with like 30 seconds at first, and I'm up to like 5 minutes, and I do it every day.
It's
Yeah.
good for your skin and your hair too. So it helps prevent wrinkles, I heard.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
but well,
Says the
look, I'm a
woman who
chill
has
baby.
none.
That ain't happening. I'm a
We're all gonna
chill
be
baby.
taking cold showers today.
So my mom, she came to my place, and when we first moved in here, there was no hot water. So I'm still having an issue. So that's what I take every day. It's not on purpose, but dang. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why you're so successful right now. You're getting
Maybe.
work done because of the cold showers.
Oh my God, it's freezing.
I was wondering if you could share the story that you shared with me today, Adriana.
Yeah. Yeah, on our we meet daily with our team. We jump on Zoom, we have our breakout rooms and everything. And towards the end of it, I was telling my mom, I said, you do realize, this has technically only been a year. In March, and next March it'll be 2 years, but we do talk about how we started in July of 2020. It was actually the concept of She Rises Studios that started in July of 2020. We didn't have anything. And one day I was at my mom's house and she's like, oh, by the way, so we're doing our podcast, and then we're going to write a book. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, we're going to have a podcast. We already started. I was like, who's we? What are we starting? What are you talking about? I was so confused because she just does this where she just gets started and then she'll let me know, which I love and admire because that's kind of how I am too. And then but that's honestly how everything started. I walked in the room and she's like, by the way, so, all right, we're starting our podcast on this day. I was like, I don't even know. I don't know how to do a podcast. I don't know. What are we going to talk about? And I said, who's on the podcast? Who's the host? You, me, who? She's like, yeah, you and I. I said, okay. And she's like, so what do you want our first book to be about? I was like, hold on, can we please slow down here a little bit? I was like, we don't even know how to write a book. What do you like? I was just in shock, but I just kept having to ask a lot of questions. And obviously now it's like, if she hadn't done that, we wouldn't be here. We all wouldn't be here, like literally all of us. So it's something that I think about every single day. And how if it wasn't in March of 2021, technically, because she ages us a little bit more than we are sometimes, it's been, our first book came out in September of 2021. So it's only been a year that we've been writing books. And we already have, this is our 5th book. Unleashers are number 5 that's been published. So it's just crazy to think back. And I always do that in the sense of celebrating and retrospect and appreciation, gratefulness, and all those things. So I was just telling her that today. I was like, it's crazy, everything we've done and what we continue to do. It's amazing. So I think that's what she was talking about. That story?
That one, because I was thinking about it. So by the end of December, we will already have 8 books published within less than 2 years. And all these women who are on the screen are part of those books. All these women on the screen are part of, like, we are family. So it kind of was a surreal moment, but also comical because that is really how it happened. I've always been that girl who runs into the burning building with more wood instead of really thinking about like, okay, I never worry about the how, it's why. Like the how happens, it's the why that matters. So when she said that today, I was like, wow, we work with over 130 of you, and we are in so many different countries building relationships with each one of you. I feel like we do know you, even though a lot of us have not. And I do want to share this with everybody who's watching. A lot of us have never met in person. And some of us may not, because we are in different countries, we are all over, but we do keep in close contact so much. And the collaboration and the unification is there. So when she was saying that, I was like, wow, that's really cool. Cool. I just couldn't think of another word. I was like, just stuck on it. So, yeah, I don't know. I had my mommy moment, today, I guess, if that's what we're calling them. And this book was, had a kind of a rough start. It was kind of, for me, all over the place. I don't know about anybody else, how hard it was to write your chapter. I'm curious to hear about that, because my chapter was hard to write. And all the stories are so powerful that you do literally feel as if you're sitting right next to the person who wrote it, and that is a good book. When they're truthful, when it's vulnerable, when it's just you being you, that's what a good book is. So I'm just going to be quiet and let somebody else talk.
Good. Let's see. How about Julianne?
Okay, so you guys know where I am right now, right?
Oh, yes.
Edinburgh.
Yes.
And I am here, and I got to have dinner with Yana and her family tonight. So here's the magic of this book. So beyond the magic of the fact that my co-authors are the most incredible women I think I've ever met through their stories. It's really quite incredible when I look. Sorry, I'm having a glass of wine for our celebration. See, look right here. It's incredible, the women in this book, what they have overcome, and the successes that they have achieved despite every odd that came against them. And I am humbled every chapter I read by the tenacity and the sheer strength of a woman in this world. And so if for any other reason that you don't, to read this book, that's it. But then tonight I have the extra special joy of, being here in Scotland for our book signing tomorrow with Yana. And I know she's in bed because she has worked so hard on this. And I got to have dinner with her family and her friends. How does that happen except God and except the most wonderful, collision of things that should happen on the planet? And so Hannah and Adriana, thank you for that. Thank you for making this happen for all of us women, because this is a big deal. And, it's just been very extra special. And, to be here to meet a person that I only got to know through this book and talk to on a screen, just like right now, but then to be in person and with their family, that shows you the power of what you've created. And so thank you so much. I'm humbled and I'm grateful. And I'm so excited for what this book is going to do on this planet.
Woo-hoo. So you're over there for a special event. Can you share a little bit about that?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And I can take no credit. I'm showing up. Yana has done the work. So we're going to be at the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle Center tomorrow at 2 p.m. UK time. And there are going to be many people there. Like, she has like the network. And by the way, even some of my friends from California are here.
Wow.
I know, right? How lucky am I?
Wow.
And we're going to do a book signing, but also she and I are going to read from our chapters, but there's a panel, and Annabelle, who is in another of a She Rises book, is coming with her partner, her husband partner. And also Yana has got a very well-known psychologist here in the UK, and we're going to do a panel to talk about all of these experiences that we've experienced as women. And I think it's just going to be quite amazing. We're going to pop some Prosecco, have some refreshments, and it's just going to be a beautiful celebratory event.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
And Hannah, you can, I hope you're coming on just for a little bit.
I am, I promise.
Oh, yay. We can't wait for you. So anyway, it's quite amazing, but none of this would have happened without She Rises Studios.
Well, thank you.
So God has blessed us all with you.
Ditto. Ditto for sure. Who else? Anybody else want to add?
How about Sherry?
Hey there, guys. I cannot say anything a whole lot different than what everyone else said, but truly blessed to be part of this. You know, I'm a big person on visualizing what's going to happen in the future. And I can remember being back as a little kid thinking, watching, and I'm old, Charlie's Angels and Wonder Woman and Bionic Woman, Bionic Man, all these shows, thinking one day I'm going to have an opportunity to impact people like that. And then it fell into place. So it is very surreal. And just such an amazing gift to be able to do this. So thank you. And thank you, everybody. I've been reading everybody's chapters in the evenings before I go to bed. I read a chapter a night and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at what these people have done, because we are a powerhouse, like major powerhouse. And I don't know if people really realize it, but here's what's interesting. So I think you all know I'm an elementary principal and I have 65 staff members and 3 of them are men. So a lot of women in one building, right? And I sent out the ebook to lots of different people, and even those that I didn't gift to, you know, they all wanted the link because they're all proud of their principal. And the responses from people have been amazing. I hear things like, I cried through the whole thing. I hear things like, you know, this could change people's lives. And to know that people out there that have had their own experiences, you know, well-rounded, educated people. I have some amazing teachers on my campus. They're sharing this with other people as well. So it's amazing what it all can do. But I'm going to be working with Elisa tomorrow on her Instagram, and we were messaging back and forth before this started. And Elisa, I don't even know if you know, but and my sister is not watching because she doesn't have social media. She's in Omaha and they have internet, but she doesn't, you know, so that kind of thing. But we're going to talk about being confident and courageous and just knowing our own power and being strong, and not necessarily having to have a man necessarily in your life to be whole, but to be whole. And then you can find your man and, you know, live your life. And you were saying about your sister, and that's the thing, we have so many things in common. My sister is the exact same way. So it's almost like we could connect our sisters and, you know, get them hooked up and maybe they could heal together. I don't know, but nonetheless, it's just been amazing. And I could go on, but and it's still so surreal. It is. So thank you so much for this opportunity, but you guys are just wonderful. And you're stuck with me now, kind of like CJ says, you know, you're not getting rid of me. So just get ready for the next thing.
That's awesome. I love that you're a principal. I don't know why. I love school. I always loved school. I just had to say that just so you know. Appreciation to you.
Some days are better than others, I promise. But yes, thank you.
I bet. How about Bella? Hi, Bella.
I am just so proud and honored. I too, CJ, have brothers and I don't have sisters. And I started singing the song when Hannah was talking about we are family. So I got all my sisters and me. So yeah, I love the camaraderie, and then also the humbleness that goes along with everything, and the gratefulness. I wouldn't have been able to imagine it in any other way than how it is. And I just feel throughout everything, that this whole process, I just felt like really held and, honored and respected and loved. And a lot of that comes from the She Rises team. And so thank you so much for allowing us to be able to share our stories and uplift us in a personal way, but also in a professional way too, because I know I asked a million questions to Nicole, like a million. And like everything that she said was exactly what I wanted. And what I wanted to make the impact and also be part of a movement that's so, strong and unified within all of us. And, just to see the differences of what we've been through and how we overcame and how we're still overcoming and how we're able to come together and support and uplift one another, but then also all the people who are going to be impacted by reading our stories and in the book. And then I also feel like just the whole diversity of everything, what Unleash Her is all about, is just to truly share with people the hope and honor for self too, but the hope of what we can do. I mean, we honestly, and that's my theme, is that we are limitless, but we're showing people how it can be done. And I know it was mentioned about not necessarily focusing on the how, but of what I've heard is focusing on the wow and not the how. And so I think that's what we all did, was there's something inside of us that unleashed that power from within, that we're just like, wow. And we just kept going towards that. And because we were so clear about wanting better and doing better and becoming better, that we're all here. And I really love that. I call it the strength of the human spirit, to continue to uplift each other and support one another, and then also just be models for others to truly see that this exists, that something out of love and support and just being there to uplift one another. Just the whole premise of She Rises says it all, that we're always moving up. Like, people don't know what direction, I'm like, how about up? Right. So, that we're continuing to just level up in our lives, but we're also bringing people with us. And I just love that. Everything that we all stand for and all the people that we're helping along the way. So I'm just privileged and honored to be here with all of you. And it's just such a blessing. Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. Wow, you're very articulate with your wording. Thank you for sharing, Bella. It's beautiful. How about Denise?
Hi. I have so much to say. I mean, when I was little, they said, who put a quarter in her? So you're going to have to shut me up at some point. But to begin with, let me tell you a little bit of my story. They say you are who your avatar is, right? And it's exactly, I mean, I've worked on Avatar to the point where I know what she eats, what she drinks, when she pees, what kind of liquid she puts in her water. I mean, when she turns the faucet on, what temperature it's at. We're talking identical, right? And when you're so clear and concise on that, it is amazing how just the good Lord brings you exactly what you need in the divine timing that you need it. And when I was contacted through She Rise, through Heather, she apparently had seen a previous post and read all about what I do. And she multiple times saw the word unleash. And was like, I got to get this girl. And I was like, and you saw it where? And she this girl was on her stuff, like literally had the post that said, and I'm like, she's on it. She's been investigating me. And I thought it was really interesting because I wasn't so much really interested in like the whole gist of what you had to put in the book and what she was talking about. I was more interested in Adriana's and Hannah's story, like who they were, right? And the minute she told me about them, I said, I don't want to know about the book, but yeah, I'll do it for you. And she's like, what? And I'm like, exactly. So it went back to the avatar because I am the exact avatar that I meet up with and that I make decisions about. And it's not about the product or the service, it's the people. And that's exactly how clients have come to me. They have said to me, Denise, I didn't even go to your website. I don't even know what it's about, but I love your energy and I want to work with you. And I'm like, okay, but you don't know what I'm going to give you. It doesn't matter. I want to work with you. And I thought that was so ironic that this is exactly how it played out. Because I fell in love with your guys' story, who you were, what you were about, knowing that that was my passion. And Heather knew it because she had all the evidence in my posts. And I was like, okay, I don't need the facts right now. I just know that I'm doing this. And what she didn't know at the time was I was already inundated because for those of you who don't know, I own a real estate company and an investment company and a coaching company. And I do all three of them with very little help, but now I have you guys. I have some help. I have some great help. And I was in the middle of developing 152 home development that I just got right in the middle when I was going active live with some of this stuff on either, the MLS where agents find their things and the photographers and the staging company and everything. And I got 3 new clients in at the same time. And I thought, this is God's sign. This is God's sign. He wants me to have healthy boundaries, but he wants me to rise up and keep my standards high enough to live by what I believe in and what is my passion and what I help people with. And so this was the clear sign. And I'm like, I know that sometimes we have to have healthy boundaries and say no to the things that sometimes we say yes to, but it was my opportunity to say yes to the things that were more passionate to me and were important to me in my life and flush out the junk that I was, playing around with. And so with that, it also gave me the opportunity to collaborate because collaboration is the new currency, as Elena Cardone says. I don't know if you guys know her, but I am on their front line. Actually, Elena's on even line with me because I'm on Lisa Copeland's line with like Treco Musso and Grant and Elena Cardone and Sharon Lecter and all that. So being on that line of EXP was another way for me to play bigger. And then when I felt that this fell into my heart, it was another way to play bigger. And so what happened was I automatically said yes to Heather on Unleash Her. And when she got me hooked and knew that I was going to submit something, she goes, oh, by the way, our next book is Dream Big, Go Bigger. And I'm like, okay, you got me. Like you sucked me in, like you got me. So in other words, not only do I have this big development, but I have investments all over. I have 3 new clients coming in. You hooked me on the book. You got me the next one. And I said, there's no way you could get me for a trifecta. She goes, as a matter of fact, it is. In January, we're coming out with our real estate book. And I'm like, there is no way in the world that you can make this shit up. Like literally, things happen for a reason in life. So thus being said, we do everything in life for a feeling, and we have to go with our gut, honoring our boundaries and our standards as we continuously rise to give ourselves the self-love that's in alignment with it. And there was no better connection than She Rise. So with that, I am truly overwhelmed, but very grateful. And I owe you so much love, support to everyone that made this happen because it was a team thing. And so much love. I'm here. You might have to track me down, but you got me for a trifecta.
Woohoo! I love it. Way to go, Heather.
I know she's like, honestly, she's not even on here, but she's she put this together. I mean, she was amazing in finding you ladies because she saw what each one of you brought to the table. And I didn't even know that story, Denise. That was awesome. I didn't know that. I'm going to talk to her about it later, but dang.
But
That's
all of you guys, it was a combination of
Yeah.
how you all played together in Shirai's studio, and then being able to get such phenomenal other authors to be able to collaborate and know that we share so much personal, intimate, struggles and successes, and to be able to share that and feel loved, like you said, as a family. It came together, and it was for a reason, and I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to go with it. I just do. I got the hell yes, and I went for it. I'm all in. I'm an action taker.
Love it.
That's right.
I know there's another XP lady in here, so I'm going to see if Lovely is still in here. Lovely, are you here?
Hey, I am here. My gosh. I can't. Denise is like rock star. Hello, Denise, EXP Con. So we are family. So I just went venture myself to EXP in July. So as Adriana introduced me, yes, I'm a part of EXP. That was a whole lot, and I loved her energy. So thanks for sharing, Denise. But again, ladies, thanks for celebrating the Unleash Her. It has been a ride being a part of this book, because I'm a part of the Six Bow movement. And I've been with these two ladies, this dynamic duo, mother and daughter, Miss Adriana and Miss Hannah. I cannot tell you the amazement, me being a part with them, traveling, doing book tour, doing all sort of things, and be a part of the family. And luckily for me, I'm in Las Vegas, and I get to meet Hannah a couple times. So that was enduring. And they are truly a power to be reckoned with. So you guys are in good hands. And I tell you, I've been with them for way before Bao became a part of this this part of this, getting this women empowerment movement going to the, globally. And truly, I speak highly of them. They are amazing. So, ladies, thank you for having me. It's been, I truly find myself writing my chapter, truly dive into my, my younger life, finding my, my true self. Speaking of, like, when you walk into a boardroom, you want to be able to talk to this amazing guys all standing there, but you have to like find your voice, or you're being told don't keep quiet. So truly sharing my feminine power within, unleashing her, it truly has been something that I had to like dig deep to bring, and share my my it's sacred secrets people may not know. Truly has been amazing. So I truly hope this book make great impact, and I know it will, globally, to all women or anyone that find themselves reading this book. May hopefully change many lives. So truly, thank you for having me on stage. And ladies, you guys are all rocks. Hats off to you all. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Lovely. And also, you can catch Lovely's beauty column inside the Becoming an Unstoppable Woman magazine. She also has a beautiful locally owned boutique here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm trying to go to that page really fast. I'm over here. I got you, Lovely. This is
amazing products. Yeah.
I call her All Things Lovely because everything about Lovely is lovely. And Lovely also has a beautiful little girl who I just want to squeeze, who's also following her mama's footsteps, talk about leading by example. And she has written books as well. So people are watching. Oh yeah. And Lovely's lip gloss. Nicole's like, everything went lovely. If you haven't tried Lovely's stuff, you need to get, you have to try it. Billionaire lip gloss is one of my favorites. We're going to turn this into an infomercial. But the moral of the story is we wouldn't have met Lovely had we not done this, and had Lovely not trusted us, because we were literally, like she said, before all this stuff, we were just, I don't even know. We were just all over the place. So yeah.
We got it, ladies. You guys we got this.
We do.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Nicole, I'm waiting to hear. I'm just dying to hear what you got to say. Because Nicole is your biggest cheerleader, ladies. I cannot even tell you how much she truly loves each and every one of you. And I know this because she says it all the time. So that is your number one cheerleader right there.
Leave it to the crazy chicken lady. Yeah, I mean, there's so much I could say. First of all, it's such a pleasure to be in this in this space, in this arena with all of you beautiful, wonderful ladies. And like Hannah said, yes, I am constantly cheering you. I love it when you guys message and you need some help. Sometimes it's in the middle of, oh my goodness, how am I going to answer all these messages? Can be a little overwhelming, but I remember what it was like in the beginning because I came on board in the first book, the Becoming an Unstoppable Woman book, and I will never forget the interview I had with Adriana, and I was absolutely terrified in that interview.
I don't know why.
When we got done with it, I literally had to go change my shirt because I was sweating. I was sweating. And I'm going to tell you why. I was sweating not because she made me nervous, but because of the opportunity. Because of the value that she presented of what I could become a part of. And that was why I said yes. After they said yes to me first and invited me to come in, I said yes because I saw it was bigger than me. And I wanted to be part of something that was going to be life-changing and that was going to have an impact on women globally, right? Because the book, Unleash Her, it's written in 13 published in 13 countries, same as the Boss series, which is behind me. And I literally could not sleep for 2 days after I interviewed with her because I just knew that it was something that I could be part of, that I could spread light and joy and create impact and be part of helping She Rises grow and elevate and expand in that business, but then also have it where little old country girl me that hunts and fishes and loves to sit in the woods could be part of something just by speaking truth and sharing my love and passion. And so, it's been a joyride from there until now. I mean, there's been a lot of changes in my life, personally, my heart. I am forever changed and I continue to grow and change. And I just have to say that Hannah and Adriana that are such precious, beautiful women inside and out. And it's such a pleasure to be able to sit on our team meetings and to sit behind the scenes and just watch them just explode with so many ideas. And Hannah is funny. She almost makes me pee my pants all the time because just the things she says sometimes, but words are hard sometimes. But no, like these women here are truly passionate about what they do and their hearts are seriously gold. And I love the vision. I love where they want to go. I love where they're seeing that they're going. And it's not about them. It's all of us. And coming from corporate where I was in that competition, entitlement and status was huge to me. That's what I chased because that's how I thought I was beautiful. I was worthy. I was valuable, was the title I had and the status that came with it. And coming from an arena of always needing to be number one, being on the top, which isn't bad. But when you cutthroat other women to do that, or you put walls up, there's a problem there, and it's huge in corporate. And I'm on that mission to change that. But coming into this arena and being able to be in this community, in this space, on this team, being able to have the pleasure of sitting on a screen and having a conversation with you beautiful women like Bella. I interviewed her Just so many, Julianne, I did too. It's just been such a pleasure to be able to meet women all around the world, hear their story, where they came from, what they've overcome, where they're going, where do they want to go. And just that attitude is I'm not stopping no matter what. And then bringing them into this environment where it's okay, well, now you're coming with us. Now we're doing it together. That just amplifies. It's powerful. And I just love it. I love She Rises Studios. I love Hannah and Adriana. You guys have changed my life in so many ways. You ladies are incredible human beings. You guys are women that are just taking their power and living in that, but also setting that example for girls, teens, moms, sisters, aunts, women. And you're setting that example of just that empowering and that love and that service. And I just can't wait. I can't wait to meet y'all. It's gonna happen. We're doing that. I don't know how. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's going down like Donkey Kong. Yep, it's happening. Anyway.
We're gonna journey to the center of the earth. Everybody's gonna meet in the middle somewhere.
But no, I mean, I could go on and on and on. I mean, these girls know, they know I can talk, but I'm very, very humbled and very grateful for Hannah and Adriana never giving up, saying yes, giving themselves a permission to keep going, no matter family or finances or life or anything, no matter how hard. And I know there's been hard moments, and I'm proud of you. And I thank you for doing that, because I'm just not here. All these women are here. The whole community is here. The network is here. The She Rises Studios Facebook group. All those women are being able to come into a group and not just meet all of us, but collaborate with women all over the world with the same common denominator or mission of networking, communicating, collaborating, and building relationship and in rising each other up. So thank you.
Mic drop.
Jeez. Thank you.
And this is book 6 for me. So we'll just throw that out there. And this was it was a very humbling chapter. I kind of tweaked a few things from some other writings that I've done with different chapters. But I took 2 chapters that I wrote in the Boss series, and I actually put it into one, and I tweaked it a little bit, and changed some different things. And man, there was tears that were falling. And I'm sure you ladies felt that too when you're writing this, because you're sharing a piece of you that some of you have maybe held in for a long time, or built walls around for a long time, or, put blinders on because you maybe weren't ready to look at it yet, or you weren't who you are now to be able to work through that. It's powerful stuff, because I know that your chapters, your words that you wrote are changing lives. You're changing a mom, a girl, a teenager, a sister, and there's power in that. So I'm proud of you.
You know my words, ditto, kiddo. So I want to hear from Vani, but I wanted to tell you all a backstory about Unleash Her that a lot of you authors don't know. So we had this, like, I don't know what was happening. I feel like it was a test. I told Adriana, we want to write, I wanted to write this book, and I tossed it around like, is it a solo book? Is it an anthology? We talked to another author, and next thing we know, we turn this into an anthology, right? And recruiting you ladies is literally a twofold process, because I'm telling Nicole and Heather, myself, and other team members, these women have to be the best of the best. They have to be willing to share their truth. Like, there's no bullshit. We don't want the pink puff stuff. We're all girls. We might all like pink, but we don't need the pink puff stuff in this book. And I wanted the reality of what Unleash Her meant to every person. And in the beginning, I was getting this pushback from an author who kept saying, it's not going to work. Do you remember that, Adriana? You know who I'm talking about.
I
And
feel like it's two, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
right, it was two, and they're not in the book. And this is where alignment comes in. And this is where communication, this is where transparency. So I really hope they're watching. They kept saying it wouldn't work, and that they were truly afraid that the women that She Rises Studios selected to be a part of this book wouldn't be in their stature. And I'm here to tell you, ladies, you are above that stature. And not only that, but you are the clear, true proof of what collaboration is over competition. Because this one woman who kept repeating it over and over, she may have clout, she may know those people, but she doesn't have heart. This was heart. This is a heartbeat. And all of you came together and built an amazing book. And not a one of you has any idea in the terms from the behind the scenes, from me personally, of how much it means to see this beautiful collaboration come to fruition, and not only come to fruition, but be a bestseller. But not even be a bestseller, but to continue and to see this book going into case studies, to see this book going into universities, to see this book going into special centers that are not even in the USA. So to say that it's truly an honor, it's our honor, because had you not trusted us, had you not seen our vision, or even had like the little teeniest tiny glimpse of trust or hope or seeing the vision, none of it would be possible. And to those two women who were the naysayers, boom, we did it. Boom. And Unleash Her happened, and it's going to continue to happen. And this book will continue to help other women who have that mindset of, well, they're not as good as me, or the mindset of I'm not as good as them. This book is going to chippity chop that right up, period. That's a part of unleashing. That's a part of stepping into your feminine power. So we can all work together side by side. We can work with women who do the exact same thing we do. What makes it different is the experience, the truth, and the courage to do these things, to step out. Each one of us has to step out of our comfort zone. All of us straight across the board have done it. So that is kind of like, I've been like sitting here like, do I share that? And I hope they are watching. I hope they are, because the reality is the book happened, and we have the best of the best women in this book. The women who were aligned and meant to be a part of this project. And we have the best of the best women in the world who are meant to be in alignment with us and us with them. Nothing was forced. It was all created. It was all alignment. It was all connection. It was all honesty, integrity, truth, love, bravery, all those things. Even when life was smacking us and does smack us, because even within She Rises, just me, we already know what's going on. But Adriana has a life outside of She Rises. Elisa has a life outside of her business and She Rises, and so on and so on and so on. So I want people and women especially to understand that it is possible to step out of your comfort zone and live your dream, and dream big, but do bigger. Speaking of, when Denise shared that, that's what this is. This was my dream. This was your dream. You just might not have known it. This was Adriana's dream. She definitely didn't know, but it was there. It was there, and boom, that's it. So all of you have done so many different amazing accomplishments in such a short time. I mean, the growth that I see in all of you across the board is incredible, absolutely incredible. You know, are there some that just, I'm like, okay, and I'm rubbing my temple? Of course, I'm human, right? Is Nicole scratching her head at 7 a.m, like, how do I answer this? 100%. We're a bunch of women. What do? You know, we talk, we cry, we feel, right? Women are emotional creatures. Well, imagine working with a bunch of them. So it's like, it's comedy, but it's true. So I just wanted to chime in and say that. And I want to hear from Bonnie, because Bonnie is so quiet, but one of the most intelligent, super, super sweet women who, I don't know, I want to grab a Snuggie and sit with you.
Well, I really don't know what to say. I got my books came in while we were on the call, and I was so excited because just a few hours before that, my other books came in. So I'm I'm super excited. But it's very, I don't know, it's very hard to follow what everyone has said. I will admit that I was one of those who felt like, well, once I started getting on the calls and started hearing some of the other authors, I was like, I don't really know if I even belong here. But it's been a great experience meeting all of you and forming relationships with those I've become close with, and I'm definitely grateful. One of the things that I prayed a lot for was more opportunities, so that I can get out of my quietness and my shyness, because I know that I have things to offer. It's just, I know me myself personally, I'm not gonna make those things happen. I need a little push, a little nudge. And so when I got the email, because honestly, originally I was in the She Rises studio community, and then again I was like, yeah, I don't know if I am really ready for this community, so I left the group. And I'm back, so I'm meant to be here. When I got the email, because I stayed on the email list, but when I got the email for Unleash Her, I was like, yes, this is definitely one of the opportunities that I've been praying for, and it's really just time for me to do it. I got support from my husband, because one of the things that I was concerned about was the fact that I was working on another book and my dissertation. So I was like, I really don't know. I mean, of course, that's on top of mom life, business life, and then 9-to-5 work life. But I'm really excited, and I am working more and more to not question the spaces that I'm in, because I know that I am qualified, and I know that I have a great purpose, and my impact is going to be significant. I am open to all of those things. I'm just working more on the confidence part and opening my mouth part.
Woohoo! You have
Bonnie, you're so awesome.
Thank you. You are.
I love you. Fist pump, girl. Bam.
So I see we're joined here with Andrea. Would you like to add anything?
Hi, I've been listening in. I'm going to be writing a chapter in the upcoming book.
Woohoo! What book are you in?
Dream big, do bigger. How to bridge the gap between dreams and reality.
Exciting. Well, we are glad you joined us today.
I'm here with my babies. And so a big part of my story is I'm a mompreneur. And so I'm currently nursing my 20-month-old.
And we just called you out.
Yeah, I got the buff of that, and I
Talk about impeccable timing.
But I am looking forward to this. It's divinely aligned. Everything you guys have been saying, like literally, Nicole interviewed me, and I have this plaque in my office that says "Dream big, do bigger." And the name of my Facebook group is "Making Dreams Reality." Like, this could not be more perfect. And I decided to become a coach in January 2020, and I now have the tools to like help women to literally make their dreams reality, to remove the resistance, the limiting beliefs, the toxic emotions, and all the stuff that's been holding us back. And so I'm super excited. Thank you for the opportunity.
That's amazing. I got chills when you said that. Wow, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Thank you for sharing.
I know when I was on the interview with her and we were talking about dream big, do bigger, she showed me the plaque. I'm like, get out. And then she's like, yeah. And then you want to know my group's called? And I'm like, no way. Yeah.
That's crazy. There was a lady who's in our magazine. Her name is Hannah. I can't remember her last name. Kingman, I think, Nicole, right? And she saw where she could be a part of the magazine, so she applied, and I saw her article, so I picked it up and I put it in there. And she's like, by the way, I have to tell you, she's like, I literally have like a tattoo of your logo. I was like, what do you mean? Can you share? Like, I don't know where it's located, but if it's not in any weird place, if you want to share where that is. So she has a logo. She has a tattoo of the phoenix on her, and it looks almost identical in the way it was designed. So it was kind of funny because obviously it was custom made, but it's just crazy. When I hear things like that, it gives me chills. It's just, things happen for a reason. I always believe that. I know things happen for a reason. Wow.
Well, I think we heard from everyone, and I think that we have a lot to celebrate. If you haven't gotten the book, definitely get the book. Thank you everyone for joining us today for our author celebration. And thank you for all the support and encouragement. The book is available on Amazon. The book is also in Barnes & Noble. If you go to barnesandnoble.com, you can purchase the book there. Each of the authors also have their own landing pages, and they are doing signings. They're signing their books. And paperback version becomes available, or it might be available. I might be saying
available technically, yeah.
Available. So congratulations to all of you. I have paperback. Hello. It's Friday. It's been a long day. But congratulations to every single one of you. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. Thank you to the viewers, the readers, the future readers. Guys, get your wives the book. Get your sisters the book, your grandmas, your mamas. Let's give the gift that keeps on giving. And happy Friday, everyone. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.